Good morning, dear students. Again, I am here in front of you to teach you some one next lesson of your grammar. Okay, and you know that grammar is very important, very essential for any language. Okay, in Hindi we have grammar that is called vyakaran. Okay, in Sanskrit, in any language you will find some rules and regulations to be followed. If you follow that rules and regulations, then your language, the command on your language will be very good. Otherwise you will be speaking language, but it should be it may be you make some mistakes while you are writing or while you are speaking. Okay, so for that, each and every language has some particular rules and regulation. The collection of that rules and regulation is called grammar. Okay, so like that we are again chapter after chapter, when we read any chapter, okay, we come to some grammar portion. That is very important. Okay, your command over grammar, if it is very good, then your command over the language English will be very strong. So here we are going to study chapter number 3 in your fancy book, semester 2. The chapter is agreement of the verb with the subject. Okay, the agreement of the verb with the subject, and it is very essential. It is very important because we generally make several mistakes while we are making any sentence. We make the mistakes on this topic. So if you want to correct your sentences, so you should learn this topic very carefully. Okay, so here we are going to study two things: verb and subjects. Okay, just like in our previous video number 48 and 49, we have learned that what is verb, okay, and what are the two different kinds of verb: transitive verb and intransitive verb. And subject, we already know that subject, okay, by which the sentence begins, just like he, she, Ram, Shyam. These all are subject. They, I, you, these are subjects. So subject can further be divided into singular subject and plural subject. Some subjects are singular and some subjects are plural. So what is the agreement? Agreement means these two should be agree with each other. What is the basic structure of the sentence? In each complete sentence we find what? This is the basic structure of a sentence. Sentence generally begins with subject, then second position verb, then at the end either object or complement. Okay, it is not compulsory in each and every sentence we don't find object or complement. Sometimes the sentence ends up to here only, subjects and verbs, and sometimes even subjects are not there, only verbs are there. Only one word sentences are also there. Just like go is one sentence because it makes sense. I am telling you, go, read. Okay, open the book. Now here open is verb and the book is object. Sometimes subjects are not there, but this is the basic structure. Very general and basic structure of any sentence. Okay, so subject plus verb, and if there is not any object or complement, we can say that it is a transitive verb. But if any object comes, then we can say this verb is transitive verb because it has some object. Sometimes we don't find any object, verb then complement, so it is intransitive verb. If there is not any object, then we call it intransitive verb. Now this is all about the verbs. Now we are talking about subject. Subjects can be divided into two groups: singular subjects and plural subjects. And I am going to teach you a new thing today, that we can also classify verbs in two different classes also, singular verbs and plural verbs. Okay, just like transitive verb and intransitive verb, these are different kind, but I am talking about on the basis of a numbers, basis of the numbers, singular verbs and plural verbs. So what are they? Then I will tell you what is the agreement. Agreement means these two should be agree with each other. And what is the agreement? Agreement is that with a singular subject, if the subject is singular, verb must be plural in form. And if the subject is plural, your verb should be singular. Means opposite to each other. If subject singular, verb should be plural. And if subject is plural, then verb should be singular. This is the agreement. Okay, this is the agreement. Singular with singular subject plus plural verb. Okay, this is one agreement. Second, vice versa. If subject is plural, then verb should be singular. Okay, this is the agreement. You need to remember. Now, before we discuss or I teach you these things, I should tell you something about the verb. Now, here verb may be divided into two more different forms, just like helping verb or main verb. Okay, either helping verb or main verb. Okay, so helping verb are the verbs which help the main verb. Okay, but here we are discussing with subject with helping verb, the agreement of subject with helping verb. We are not talking about the main verb. Okay, what are helping verb? Is, was, were, has, have. These are helping verbs. Okay, main verbs: playing, writing, eating, learning, reading, teaching. These all action words are called main verb. But these are only helping verbs, not main verbs. We are talking about the agreement of subject with helping verb. Is, where to put is, where to put was. Okay, then we'll talk about the main verb also. Okay, but only a few things are there, not all the things. So we will talk about the subject plus helping verb, subject plus main verb in this topic. So before we start all these things in deep, I will teach you some more different things about verb. Okay. Okay, so look at the board. Subjects can be divided into two different columns, singular subjects and plural subjects. Verbs we can also form verbs in singular verbs and plural verbs. This is only a technique which I am telling you. This is not in real or in real grammar, but this is a technique to remember, technique to learn what we are going to learn. So that is only for technical use. Just like singular, this is original, this is given in the grammar, and that is you need to remember always. Just like singular subjects, just like he means we are talking about in only one boy or one man. He, she is a girl. Eat, any non-living things, just like it is a marker, it is a board. These are all non-living things. Animals, we also contains or we can also talk with it. It is a good dog, it is my pet dog. So we can use it also with the animals and plants and non-living things. Any name, Ram, Shyam, Mohan, Karthik, anybody's single name, Sita, Geeta, Mohan. So these all are called singular subjects. Now what are plural subjects then? Plural subjects, I. I is a special kind of subject. In number they are singular, means in number if you talk about I, so I am a single one. But this is all the rules and applications are applied on I according to the plural. So that's why I have put this in the column of plural, because all the rules will be applicable like plural subjects. So it is considered as a plural in grammar. I, okay, we, you and they. Okay, these four are counted in plural subjects, more than one, and these are called singular subject, means single. Now what is verbs? For technical use I am for your memory base, for your remembering I am doing this. Okay, just like singular, eat, okay. Now if you want to make it plural, just like cow, if you want to make cow is a single noun. If you want to make it a plural noun, how will you make it plural? You will add s, cows. Okay, just like eat, then eats. If you add s, it will become plural. Just like mango, if you add es, because it is mango contains in its spelling o at the end. So if the spelling is ending with o, so we add es. So like mango, it becomes mangoes. So the verb go, going, if it is also ending with o, so that's why we make it plural by adding es. It becomes its, go becomes goes. Talk, so plural, talks. Okay, walk become walks, write become writes, play become plays. Okay, play. So remember the rule that if any y spelling is ending with y and just before y there is any vowel, so at that time we only put s, please. So like that, like this you can make the verbs plural. Now I told you one agreement. Okay, you can reverse the video. You can also see on the board that I had written that with the singular, if the subject is singular subject, then we take the plural verbs. The agreement is that if subject is singular, we put the plurals of the verbs with that, and in vice versa, means in opposite, if the subject is plural subject, then we take the singular verb. Okay, that you need to remember. What is the agreement? First is, if the subject is singular subject plus plural verb. Second agreement, if plural subject, then singular verb. That is the agreement of the verb. Verb means this. These are verbs, action words. Now, singular subject, plural verb. Plural subject, singular verb. Did you understand what I am trying to say? Okay, if you make the verbs as a plural by adding s or es. Just like fly, udta hai, fly, fly. Now, if your any word is ending with y and before y, just before y, if there is no vowel, there is a consonant, so at that time we remove y and we add ies. We replace y with I, then we add es. Flies. Okay, like this, ies. So that is how we make the singular verbs to plural verbs. Now what is the agreement? If subject is singular, verb should be plural. If subject is plural, verb should be singular. This is the simple agreement of these verbs with the subjects. Okay, you should remember this. Means what should be this structure of the sentence? Just like he eats, she goes, it talks, Ram, any name you can take, Ram plays. Means if the singular subjects are there, we should take plural verbs. And if the plural subject is like I eat, because this is plural subject, with plural subject we take singular verb. I eat, मैं खाता हूँ. We go, हम जाते हैं. You talk, तुम बात करते हो. They play, वे लोग खेलते हैं. Did you understand? This is the thing. This is the place where you make several mistakes. Where to put s or es, or whether not to put s or es. This is the rule. This is the agreement of the subject with verb, or verb with subject. This is the one thing only where we maximum of the student they make the mistake here only. Now there are more different rules which we should learn. Now something else I am also telling you that this is the agreement of the verb. One more thing you should remember. Let me tell you about the helping verb. This is about the main verb. Now I am telling about you something about helping verbs. If you remember these things, singular and plural, so there is some agreement of helping verb also. This is the main verbs. Now I am talking about helping verbs. He, with he we use is. He is, she is, it is, Ram is. But with I we use am. I am. We are. Sorry, am is different and we are. With singular subjects we use is, with plural subjects we use are. Just like we are, you are, they are. Okay. And am is the only one which is used with I only. That is reserved for I only. I am. Okay. Remaining is used for, this is helping verbs. These are helping verbs. And they agrees with the singular subjects or plural subjects. Just like we are, you are, they are. Now, this is for present, and for past means he was, she was, it was, Sita was, I was. With I we also use for past was, I was, मैं था. We were, हम थे. You were, they were. Okay, this is the agreement with the plural. This is for singular subjects. Singular subjects. This is for plural subjects. This is for singular subjects, and this is the agreement with the plural subject. Singular, and that is for plural, and that is for I only. Okay. Just like is, am, are, was, were, has. Has is used for singulars. He has, she has, it has, Sohan has. Okay. I have. I have, we have, you have, I have, we have, you have, they have, but he has, she has, it has, or any name has. Okay, this is also one agreement. And had is always used with all. It can be used with singular. he had उसके पास था, she had उसके पास था, I had मेरे पास था, और you had उनके पास था. Had is used with any of one. Okay, according to the tense. These are used for present tense. This is for past tense. This is for present tense. This is for past tense. This is for present tense. This is for past tense. Present tense, past tense. Present, past, present, past. हे, थे, हे, था. Okay, like this. So this is you need to remember, need to learn. Now some more things are given here. Some special applications of the rules are as follows. But except them, there are some more rules that you should learn in your life. Okay, so we are going to study them also. Now let me clean the board. Okay, now one by one we are going to study the rules. What are the different rules of agreement of the verbs and subject? Now come to page number 18. On page number 18 we will find some rules. There are 13 rules given. That rules you should learn in your mind. No need to note down, but you should note it in your mind only. Okay, so that always in your life you should remember these rules. Some special applications. What is applications? Applications means uses. How to use these rules. Okay, some special uses or applications of the rules are as follows. These rules are given. 2 or more singular subjects connected by and take a plural verb. Okay, just like Sarita and Anita are classmates. Now Sarita is one, Anita is one, but these one they become two. Now they are plural. So the agreement of plural is are. Sarita and Anita, these are two persons. So are classmates, not is classmates. Galat. Sarita and Anita are classmates because these are two students. Mumbai and Chennai, now two places, Mumbai and Chennai are metropolitan cities. These are big cities. So if we talk about only one single name, Rahul is a student, then we use is. But Rahul and Rohan, two single makes plural, more than one, are students. This is the one rule. Second rule, 2 or more singular subjects connected by and take a singular verb if they refer the same person or the same thing. If the same, we are talking about the same person or we are talking about the same thing, but in two different ways or manners. So at that time we use singular agreement of the helping verb, just like the playwright and poet is no more. The playwright means the person who writes play, नाटककार, जो नाटक लिखता है, writer. So the person we are talking about, the playwright and poet. So that person who died was a playwright as well as a poet. Means we are talking about a single person only. हम एक ही आदमी की बात कर रहे हैं, वो ही नाटककार था और वो ही कवि था, दोनों प्रॉपर्टी उसी की हैं. So that's why if we are talking about the same person but in two different ways, he was a playwright also and as well as he was a poet. So the playwright and poet is no more. Why we use is? Because we are talking about the same person. So if we are talking about same person or same thing in two different manners, so at that time we use is, singular helping verb. Okay. Two or more singular objects connected by and. Take a singular verb if they express one thought or one idea. Again, just like if you are talking about one person or one thing, just like if you are talking about one thought or one idea, but two different words are used. Just like bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. Now bread is one thing, butter is the second thing, but we are talking about bread and butter, means we are talking about only one thing, bread and butter. So when something which comes in pair, they always come in pair, at that time we are talking about a single pair. Just like poha and jalebi, generally we take it poha and jalebi together. So we are talking about only single thing, whether they are contained with two things, but we are taking it as a singular. Poha and jalebi is my favorite breakfast. So we take is, not are. Okay. Fourth rule, two singular objects connected by and. Take a singular verb if they are preceded by each or every. Means two singular verbs, subjects, if they are preceded by means after just after them each is written or every is written, that is called preceded. Okay, preceded means just after them. Just like so at that time we use the singular verb. Just like every boy and every girl was given a gift. Every boy and every girl was given a gift, means we will take it as a singular, because every or each is used as a when we are talking about a single person. Okay, so every boy and every girl was given a gift. So was is used, not were is used. So let me note it down on the board so that it may be more clear. Helping verb, helping verbs, helping verb with singular subject and with plural subjects, which comes with plural subjects. So some helping verb which comes with singular subjects like is, was, has. Okay, these comes with the singular and these comes with plural. What? Is, are, was, were, has, have. Now had come with both, whether it is a singular or plural. So we are talking about helping verbs. Okay, and am come only with I, so that's why I have not written here. Now these are called singular subjects helping verb and this is plural subjects helping verb. And we are talking about helping verbs. Now fifth rule, number 5. Two or more singular subjects connected by or nor. Take a singular verb. This is singular verbs. Okay, these are singular verbs. Why we are calling this singular verbs? Because they comes with singular subjects. That's why we are calling it singular verbs. Okay. So neither tea nor coffee, na to chai, na to coffee, was served to us. Now we are taking was, a singular verb. Okay, because we are taking neither tea or nor coffee as a single. Okay, we are considering like a single subject. That's why we are taking it was here. Neither tea nor coffee was served. Na to ye, na to wo was served to us. 6. When one of the subjects connected by or nor is plural. Suppose one subject is singular and one subject is plural and they are connected with nor or. The verb must be plural. The verb must be plural. And the plural subject should be put nearest the verb. Okay, the plural subject, one subject is singular, one subject is plural. So the plural subjects will come, means in the second place, then verb will come. So that they can come together. Verb and the plural subject should come together. Neither the doctor, this is example, neither the doctor is singular, nor the nurses is plural, were in the hospital. ना तो डॉक्टर था और ना ही कोई भी नर्स वहां थी. So doctor was singular and nurses was plural. So nurses will come after, and then after nurses we will take the plural form. Were, not was. Okay. So if one of the subject is singular and the other is plural, the plural will come after the singular, and after the plural verb, the plural agreement of the helping verb will come. Was or were. So like that, this is one more rule. When two subjects connected by or nor belong to different persons. You know what is person? I had taught you earlier that first person, second person and third person. First person means I or we. When we are talking about ourselves, I or we, these two are first person. You, I am talking to you, so you is a second person. And the remaining other subjects are all third person. He, she, it, they, these all third person. When I am talking, I am the first person, you are listening, you are the second person, and the other, we two are talking about the others are called third person. So what is given here? When two subjects connected by or nor belong to different person, means one subject belongs to first person and the second subject belongs to second or third person, means these two are different persons. The verb agrees with the nearer subject. Nearer subject means the verb comes with which subject, it will depend on that. Means either she or I am misunderstood. Either she or I. Now two subjects are there and they are connected with or. Now this is a third person and this is a first person. These are different person. So the verb will agree with the nearer, means which is near to verb. Okay. So either she or I am, because I am is agrees with I. And if the condition is opposite, either I or she, at that time, if she comes near to the verb, at that time we will agree with this subject which is near to it. Either I or she, then is misunderstood. Okay, so this is again one more rule. Either you or she is right. So whichever subject is coming nearer to the helping verb, that will agree with that. 8th rule. When a singular noun is connected to a second noun when a singular noun is connected to a second noun, noun means subject, by with or as well as, the verb must be singular. Just like Mohan with his companions was playing cricket. Mohan was playing cricket. Now with his companions is the additional information about Mohan. So it should be was, only singular. Archana as well as Anita are doing their work. Now we are taking are, plural form of the verb, are, because we are talking about two, Archana as well as Anita. So here we can take are. A noun which is plural in form but singular in meaning. Plural in form means by writing it is a plural, but meaning, by meaning it takes a singular verb. Just like it looks like a plural but it is a singular. Just like the news. Okay, news. It looks like plural but even then it is a singular. News was untrue. So news is a singular, so that's why we use was. News is untrue or news was untrue. Okay. Acoustics is the study of sounds. Now in different subjects they ends with s, just like maths, physics. Okay, these are the subjects which ends with s, so they looks like, they appear like they are plural but in meaning they are singular. Physics. Okay, maths. So maths is only a single subject though it looks like plural, so but in meaning we consider it as a singular subject. So that's why maths is a study of numbers, just like you can understand. A collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as a whole. Takes a plural verb when individuals of the collections are thought of separately. If collective nouns means we had already read the collection of ants is called colony, the collection of the sticks are called bunch. Okay, so different just like collection of soldiers are called army, so that is collective noun. So when individuals of the collections are thought of separately, they will take the plural. They will take plural subject or plural verb, or if they are considered singularly as a single, at that time we will take the helping verb as a singular. The committee has, now we are talking like a singular. The committee has issued its annual report. Now we are taking the whole committee, means all the members, as a single. So that's why we are using has. The committee has been divided in their final decisions. Okay, so here again we are taking the committee as a whole, as a single. When you use none of with an uncountable noun, the verb is in the singular form. Just like none of the verb was finished. Now we are taking was, singular verb. Why? Because work is uncountable noun. We don't count verb. Okay, we don't never count the verbs. One work, two work, three work, no. Some work, little work, less work, more work, much work, that you can divide it like this. But you cannot say one work, two work, three work. It is uncountable. So with uncountable noun, if none of the work is taken, so we will use a singular form. But if there are countable nouns, just like none of the trains. Now train you can count, one train, two train, many trains, 10 trains, 100 trains. So countable nouns, if none of the is used with the plural, that time you can use either is or are, both are correct. Just like none of the trains are going to Kolkata, this is also correct. Is going to Kolkata, that is also correct. Both are correct. When the plural noun is proper name of some single thing, it should be followed by a singular verb. Just like the United States. The United States, it is a union of some countries. So the United States, it looks like plural because it ends with S, but it is a singular. The United States is a democratic country. Okay, we will use is, not are. Gulliver's Travels, that is the name of a single book, but it looks, it ends with S, so it appears like plural. But even it is a name of a single book, so that is why Gulliver's Travels is a popular book. 13. When a plural noun refers to some specific amount or quantity considered as a whole, specific quantity, but it is considered as a single, as a whole, the verb must be singular. Just like 50 kilometers, now it is a quantity, it is a long distance, 50 kilometers, but it is taken as a single. 50 kilometers is a long walk, is a long walk. Okay, 50 kilogram is a large quantity, so we will take singular verb with the quantities if it is taken it as a whole. Okay, so here the explanation of this agreement of the subject with the verb is, and now we'll talk, or I will teach you how to solve the exercises. Okay, so till then you can revise it, study it more. This is very, very important for all of you. Okay, because most of the students, they make the mistakes here on this topic. So that's why you need to learn this, or you need to revise this video again and again. 1, 2 or 3 times at least you can revise this. Then we'll come to discussion on the topic, on the exercise of this. Okay, till then take rest. Thank you.